I hope you can forgive my briskness earlier. There's a lot for me to process right now. Although you should be searching for the alloys, I understand that you might have some questions for me.
I'd like to hear more about your research.
I'm extremely interested to see the results of this nuclear radiation on the local environment. I fear the results will not be pleasant.
Are you really over 400 years old?
That is correct. When I put myself to sleep, I never in my wildest dreams imagined I would last this long. I thought the machines would last a century at the very most, but I had to try and preserve myself to guard against Qualtoth.
So, what do you remember about the past?
You should have seen Huntress Manor in its prime. It played host to some of the elites of New England. The years have not been kind to her.
Tell me about yourself.
Perhaps a potted history of myself would ease any mistrust you have, yes. I was born in 1836 to parents who were very much part of the New England elite. Although I was born in the United States, I was sent to England where I received a first-class education, the best in the world. I spent the golden years of my youth roaming the English countryside and weaving through the streets and alleys of Oxford. It was there where I studied zoology, inspired by my fascination with Charles Darwin, who transformed our understanding of our place in the world. It all seems so long ago.
Tell me more.
Want to hear more, eh? My father died when I was only a boy. It was the death of my mother in 1852 which brought me back to Huntress Manor, our family home. For many years I lived and worked comfortably in New England and established myself firmly in its society. I was reunited with my boyhood friend Royston Prendergast, whom I brought into the manor to work as a butler and research assistant. My life was a happy one. That is until the late 1870s when I attended an auction which saw me purchase a mysterious box.
I should get going.
Please, be careful out there.
Hey,
Need something?
if we're going to be working as a team, we should get to know each other better.
You know, that does sound like a good idea. If you got any questions, feel free to ask.
What's your story?
I travel the country searching for adventure. I've walked the length and breadth from the Mojave to the capital wasteland.
What's it like, being a ghoul?
Wow, straight to that one? Don't worry about it. A lot of people wonder what it's like. People will never learn if we don't answer those kind of questions. It doesn't hurt or anything, at least not now. It did at the start. Sometimes it's a bit uncomfortable, but I'm pretty much used to it by now. The worst thing is the way people treat you, but like the face, I'm used to it.
Is it true that you don't age?
I'm not really sure. We certainly age more slowly, but I've never heard of a ghoul dying of old age, so I assume we don't.
Just how old are you?
That's actually a good question. I must be about 227? 28. Somewhere around there. I don't really like to talk about it, or think about it, so I appreciate if you didn't bring it up again.
That was all I had.
Fair enough.
How are you feeling?
I'm worried. Worried we've made a mistake that we won't be able to fix.
That's all for now.
Back to the hunt, then.
Now, where did I put my script?